former Defense Secretary Mark Esper here to weigh in with me. First, good morning. We heard in Tom's report, this is not actual military patrol. The addition of these 1,500 soldiers will bring levels back along the border to what they were in 2021 through 2022. But is that enough, especially considering how we're in a different scenario with far more border traffic?
Yeah, it's a good question. DOD has been supporting the Department of Homeland Security now since the 2000s under the George W. Bush administration. And what they require, it really drives DOD support. So they request the support, DOD assesses it, and then decides how many troops to perform and in what roles. And importantly, it's critical to note that they will be performing administrative work, logistical work, monitoring and surveillance, but no law enforcement.
And it just, I think, baffles people's minds because they don't understand. I heard the press secretary talking about how this will actually free up the Border Patrol agents and customs agents to customs officers to actually do their job. But shouldn't we have already done that a long time ago?
I argued this during my tenure that we should be beefing up DHS, providing them more resources, more money, more authorities to do what they need to do. And now you have two administrations also who both use Title 42, the Trump administration and the Biden administration. So clearly the White House needs it. Why doesn't Congress pass a law to give them the authority to do what they need to do? Because we're going to see numbers spike from, 6,000 to 8,000 a day today to well over 10,000. That's 250,000 people crossing the border over a 30-day period. It's just unsustainable, and it's been an ongoing crisis now for some time.
And I'm wondering if when you're hanging out with your friends, obviously you've got to talk about some official business. I mean, maybe not, off the record stuff, but why hasn't Congress done something to replace Title 42? Okay, I get it. Title 42 was instituted because of COVID. That threat is over. So why not just create another title, Title 43?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. That's my point. Obviously, immigration reform is much bigger than that because you get into issues such as how do you account for the dreamers? Do you move to a more merit-based immigration system? What are the numbers you allow in each year? And I think nobody is willing to really touch that because both sides are so polarized on this issue. But clearly, Congress has to address this issue through legislation. I think the White House needs to lead it by putting forward a plan that then Congress can chew on and consider and debate. This has been ongoing now for many, many years. We need new immigration reform. I remember being part of it in the early 2000s when it came up during the George W. Bush administration. So it's long overdue.
So Democrats were really critical of Title 42 initially and President Trump's approach. Then they ended up actually using it themselves in this current administration. They were critical of the number of troops that former President Trump actually brought to the border to handle the influx of people who are coming in trying to attempt to seek asylum. Now they're sending troops. What message does all of this send to the American people?
Well, there's obviously some hypocrisy here, right? Because I remember some lawmakers quite outraged that we were sending troops to the border. And I remember saying at the time, border security is national security. And by the way, sending troops to the border is nothing new. We had done it for years, and we have to obviously assess its impact on military readiness. But look, it again brings to the fore the fact that we need legislative changes done by Congress, of course, that gives the president these authorities and that really updates our immigration laws and practices.
Yeah, it seems like a no-brainer. I just wish that the politicking would end because there are a lot of people hanging in the balance here. Mark Esper, thank you, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.